What's up, everybody? This is Fred Rachani of TSC News with some breaking news via WWE.com, as originally reported by Brad Shepard on Twitter. Goldberg, Bill Goldberg, former WCW and WWE World Champion, former Universal Champion. He is the first official inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2018. Absolutely well-deserved. One of the all-time great acts in wrestling history. Not the best in ring, not the best on promos, although he had some great promos this last run. But he's a guy that in such a short amount of time made such a positive impact, whether it be on WCW's bottom line, WWE's bottom line, and of course on fans like myself. I was drawn in by, it sounds cliche, but Stone Cold and Goldberg were my guys. Goldberg especially for me because WCW at the time when I got into it was a bit more family friendly. So as an 8-year-old, it was a little easier to get away with watching Nitro straight through rather than, Raw with some of the raunchy stuff they had. And while I have not had the opportunity to interview or meet the man yet, I am so thankful for all the great memories that he has provided me, my father, and my friends alike who grew up watching Bill Goldberg. I mean, this guy came in, he broke barriers. Think about this. This is a dude that in a star-driven business, and a kind of more or less a promo-based business, he proved that you can have an aura, you can have that it factor, and you can draw money without having to talk much at all, which is awesome. And the only person I can think of that really kind of has that same aura or had that same aura, I mean, you could make the argument the Road Warriors back in the day where they just squashed people and got over and became huge stars. Of course, they did have some promos here and there, and oh, what a rush, and they had Paul Ellering as their mouthpiece, and then to a lesser extent, you had The Undertaker, although even The Undertaker over time cut promos. When he first started, he was, very, very short and sweet with his words, and you had Paul Bearer. But for a guy to not have a manager, for a guy to not have a quote-unquote gimmick, for a guy to come off real, I mean, Bill Goldberg was an absolute phenom. The money that he drew, I'm not going to say single-handedly because there were a lot of great talent in WCW, but from a main event perspective, right, as far as like tippity top of WCW, he may have been the guy that nearly single-handedly kept that company afloat in 1998. Had there been no Goldberg, I think WCW would have crashed and burned in 1998. They had a great 97, but then they had the debacle with Starrcade and everything else. He did his thing, man, and he bought WCW some time. Unfortunately, it was not enough time because they closed down, but he ended up in WWE 2003. Not a great run. Somehow, some way, thanks to the affiliation with WWE 2K, he came back in late 2016, had a great run up until WrestleMania 33 this past year. And it's just amazing to see. This guy, he gets a lot of criticism for not being a great worker. He gets a lot of criticism for, quote-unquote, not loving the business. But when I hear him talk about how much he takes the Goldberg character seriously, and when I hear how much he takes seriously the positive impact he's left on fans, especially younger fans, and his own son, Gage, to me, that just brings out nothing but respect for him. It really does. And people can say, oh, well, you didn't have the passion, you didn't have this, you didn't have that. A lot of it's like, look at Sting. A lot of people say, oh, I don't know if Sting ever truly loved, professional wrestling like other guys. But you know what? I know that when Sting came out of that curtain every single night, he not only gave it his all, but he was about making a positive impact in whatever he was doing. And that's why Sting remains one of my all-time favorites, ironically enough, also from WCW. And that's why Goldberg remains one of my all-time favorites now as a young adult. So I wish Bill Goldberg the very best. Couldn't happen to a more awesome performer. We will see what happens. But, folks, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Bill Goldberg going into the WWE Hall of Fame? What do you think about the other rumored names of the WWE Hall of Fame class? Let me know. Leave a comment below. Pardon my voice. I'm a little sick right now. But please feel free to leave a comment below. Tweet us, Facebook us. Do what you got to do. By the way, I have an hour-long interview with former WWE producer and current Something to Wrestle With host Bruce Pritchard coming up in a matter of hours. So if you're a fan of Bruce Pritchard, if you want to know about WWE history, including some obscure WWE history, by all means, check it out right here on this channel. How can you keep up with all our updates? Click that subscribe button, enable notifications, visit our official website, thesportscourier.com. You can follow us on Twitter, @SportsCourier, Instagram, @TSC News, Facebook, TSC News, or you can just search the hashtag TSC News. You'll find all our content there. Or you can just hit me up and I'll direct you to where you need to go. Until next time, everybody, take care. Please like and share. And as always, enjoy the matches.